friends. Hope you're well. I wanted to give a quick warning, trigger warning, if you will. This is going to be a heavy post, a lot about mental health and suicidal ideation and some talk of suicide. So I just wanted to put that out there. I'm making this video to honor someone very close to me who this has affected their life and our lives, and I want to spread more awareness and let people know they're not alone. And I've been there. I know what it feels like to not want to keep going. I know what it feels like to want to give up. I know what it feels like to be in that mindset where everything is hurting mentally and physically and emotionally so much that it doesn't seem that there's any answer or any solution to solve any of the pain. And with that, I'm still struggling to process all of this. I'm holding a lot of guilt about it, and it's just very hard for me, as I'm sure it is for everybody else in my family. Someone very close to you taking their life could affect so many things, and I'm not quite sure my aunt knew just how many people really were affected by her and touched by her and loved and cared by her. Yeah, she was an angel person, and now I know that I'm left to live every day here without her, and that is something I can't comprehend. I understand that death is a part of life. I understand all these concepts perfectly, rationally in my mind, but when it comes to trying to process any of what she might have been feeling or going through, and the fact that she's not here is just something that I'm just struggling with. I'm sure I'm not alone in this. So I wanted to put that out there before I talk about this, and I'm going to do the best I can to honor this person who was already an angel to me every day. So thank you for being here. Hello, friends. I hope you're well. I have been going through it again, and I'm not quite sure how to process this one. I am not even sure where to start with any of this. So a week ago, my sweet auntie took her life, and nothing has been the same since. I understand that things aren't supposed to be the same without that special person around, but I think it's just really hard right now for me to imagine living the rest of my life here without her on this earth. This has been extremely hard for me and my family, and it was very sudden. I'm going to carry quite a bit of guilt, probably for the rest of my existence. My auntie Annie was one of the most supportive people to me in my entire life. She was proud of me for just being me and would never ask me to change. I never would have wanted her to change. I loved her as she was, and I truly just wish that I could have taken away her pain. I know she had a lot of physical and mental pain, and unfortunately, I don't think there was enough resources or support or help for her when she needed it. And that's really hard because I've gone my entire life kind of feeling like I'm somewhat responsible for my loved one's mental health, even though I'm not. I know, like, full well that I can't control people and I can't control how they feel. I can't control what they do. I can't control how they perceive things or anything like that. I just know that she knew that I have mental health experience, and I went to school for mental health stuff, and I studied this, and it was my career, and I still do mental health work at my job now, and she knew this. So she knew that I would be willing and able to help. At least I hope that she knew that. It's really hard to know that hurting so much mentally and didn't reach out to me in that last moment. It makes me feel tremendously guilty, and also the fact that she told me about a month before, she said that she didn't like that we don't see each other as often. And I, of course, told her that work was consuming most of my time, and work is work. I love what I do. I love helping people. Family and loved ones are my priority, and I just pray that she knew that. I wake up and I remember that she's not here. And she was such an angel here. Sometimes I feel like this world was not good enough for her. It's harsh and painful and sad, and people are so cruel. And she was a quiet, sweet woman, and she only loved and she only wanted to be loved. So I am just hoping that she knew how cherished and loved she was and always will be. But it sure is hard continuing on here without her. I know that some of you can relate to this, and I know that some of you can understand where I'm coming from here. And I'm wondering, what have you found helpful for growing around this pain? I know this hole will never be filled that's in my heart for her, but I'm wondering, how have you found any sort of relief from this pain and guilt and sadness that just kind of sticks around, despite my best effort to stay positive here? None of these words are going to do any justice to what impact she had in this place and the impact she had on our community. I know she was loved from people in the community coming up and telling me that they knew her. So I know they'll help to continue her beautiful legacy. Thank you for being here today and every day. And if no one has told you, you're important and you're here for a reason and you're loved. Even if it doesn't always feel that way, I can tell you that you're loved. And I'll put some resources in the information for this video here. In case anyone needs to use these resources, please reach out, because I only wish that she had had a couple extra seconds to put down the weapon and to think about calling me or texting me or any loved one of hers. You're never a burden, and please remember that. Thank you for being here.